Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Chair, people have called this budget a borrow and hope budget. In fact, Garnish Nana on Morning Report this morning, when asked, as Shirley Temple in the corner laughs there, as she's wont to do, laughs at everything, laughs when a rapist is on the run, laughs when a corrections officer gets his bones broken, laughs and continues to laugh. But here's the thing what Garnish Nana said.
Point of order, Honourable Deputy.
Becoming extremely unparliamentary in his language. If he wants to call me by my correct name of Judith Collins, he can, but to refer to me as Shirley Temple, I think is frankly just ridiculous and is just another example of his behaviour in this House.
Yeah, look, there is a long-standing convention that members are addressed by their correct names and titles, and I just think the member should contain his remarks to the bill, and I'd advise him to do that.
And I would note for the record, sir, my friend Charles Chevelle, who is a bit of a movie historian, I'm told, noted that the actress, nothing to do with this House, the actress Shirley Temple, of course, was a far better diplomat than some round here. But Garnish Nana, the economist, said that this is a budget where the government has borrowed. He is a learned economist, he borrowed. And it's very interesting because, of course, Judith Collins could be described as a bit of a cappuccino politician. Once you get rid of the froth, there ain't a lot of coffee left in the cup, of course. There ain't a lot of coffee left in the cup. And it is interesting, this is a borrow and hope. I didn't call her that, sir. I was making an analogy. This is a borrow and hope budget, sir. This is a borrow and hope budget. It is borrow for tax cuts for millionaires and hope that the inflation rate does not hit the Treasury forecast of 5.9%. That's what it is. So the old cappuccino politician over there, let her suck that one up and let her go to the people of her electorate. I believe her electorate is Papakura. And I invite Judith Collins, because she's not keen on having public meetings in her electorate, to go and have a public meeting and invite everybody in her electorate, the 67% of her electorate, her constituents, she doesn't like this of course, who are earning under $40,000 per year. I invite her, I challenge her. She's great, great tough minister, going to get tough with everybody, right? Well, I invite her to have a public meeting and get tough with those 67% of her constituents who are earning under $40,000 a year, and they get a tax cut which is negated absolutely by GST, which is then negated absolutely by the 6%, 5.9% inflation increase, which is then, and we haven't even started on ACC levy increases, car registration increases, and the list goes on. So I invite that gutsy Minister of Police, that gutsy Minister of Corrections, who is so tough, who wears a grin bigger than a Cheshire cat round this chamber, who's tough with everybody. I invite her to continue to show her enormous intestinal fortitude and have a public meeting in her electorate with the 67% of her constituents who have missed out, are worse off, thanks to her. Oh, I don't hear the cappuccino machine bubbling away now. Do you? Not you, sir. Do the colleagues? Oh, no. Not so tough now, of course, because Judith Collins won't. I invite Judith Collins at her next police executive meeting to say to Howard Broad, look, Commissioner, I know that everything your department purchases is going to go up by 2.5%. I know that I have not compensated your department for the effective budget cut that I've put in place. But don't worry, Commissioner, because I, as Minister of Police, will swagger around and be tough, and that'll compensate for you. Because, of course, every government department, every school, every church, every organisation and NGO that purchases goods and services gets a 2.5% cut to their budget as of this legislation going through and commencing. But oh no, we don't hear anything from the corner stall over there, do we? Oh no, not so tough now. Not so many grins coming from over there. I say to Mr Sharples, his electorate, 64% of his constituents earn under $40,000 per year. And the old weekend warriors from the Maori Party got up one after each other last night saying how proud they were of this budget, how they had delivered for their constituents. Well, the true yip, she says, yip, says the tough minister. Well, I'll tell you, that'll be a great quote. for the members who are Labor members who are clustered around her electorate and soon will be to take to the 60-odd 7% of her electorate who she has sold out, the 64% of Mr Sharple's electorate who he has sold out, because they are people who are worse off and the froth is starting to come off. But of course they won't get up and justify that. And I'll make a bet with anyone in this House that Judith Collins and Peter Sharples and all the old, relics over there will not have a public meeting in their electorate. Mr Chair.
Brendan Burns.
Thank you, Mr Chair. This is a